Hey guys, welcome to my part of the presentation, which deals with the transport node system within site. So I'm going to start with what I think social innovation means, as most would have a slightly different idea. Social innovation means to develop our current societal values with the use of collaboration of people with different experiences. The precedents I took inspiration from were mainly the Parc de la Vette in France, the idea of having the structure rather than just a structure, but a way to locate oneself within sight. The idea I took from the trailer tower was the idea of having multiple flexible aspects that when joined together created a unique purpose. The last is the Greater Berlin competition, as the idea of organizing the city into different clusters, all with their own purposes to help the city grow, really played into our design as well. So from my model, I got two main ideas I wanted to bring in. One being the creation of transport nodes to create better connections, and the second was to use the existing buildings on site to help with the promotion of social innovation. The first diagram explains the use of existing buildings within the precinct. So the existing buildings serve as private spaces for people to use. And then the hub becomes the main area dedicated to collaboration with other parties. As shown here, the combination of all aspects creates a web-like structure, showing how every party plays a part in the precinct. The second diagram shows how transport is intended to work within that idea. The transport nodes serve as not only ways to help with traversing within sight, but also make travelling to and out of the precinct easier with added services to help with everyday commuters. This plan view highlights the way we have designated the precinct into quadrants, with each one having an intended theme. There is also the underground aspect, which is a more streamlined connection system to not only other quadrants, but the new upcoming train station that would be located further below. As we see here, every node does not change in size, all having 5 floors providing connections to the bridge and the underground, while also serving some of the quadrant purposes within. This exploded axo shows each floor with its intended purpose. Each node has its bottom 2 levels filled with marquee systems or bike racks, as it is very frustrating to wait to top up your marquee just before the gates. Also, most of the nodes contain lockers for part-time storage. If we go left to right, the study area has sleep pods. The thinking was it could be hired out by students if they needed it. The well-being area mainly has areas catered for inspiration, hence a library. The active is mainly lockers for safe storage, and the food court is mainly eating areas. So then we move on to some perspective views. This specific view is the node in the study quadrant, providing access to the bottom levels and also access to the amphitheatre. The next is a look into the underground level. The idea was meant to be mainly an area for shopping, as people can buy items they might need or just need something to pass the time. Overall, and in relation to the other patterns, the transport node would serve to provide access to the well-being area, public-private space, and even the hub, while also being a more efficient way of travelling throughout the precinct for any person, even if they have never been there before.